Hello marketing friends. So today we are going to be talking about the best SEO tools for beginners. This video is actually a request from a subscriber, and it's such a good question because truthfully, it's really hard to succeed in SEO without the right tools. So in this video, I'm going to break down my recommended SEO tool stack into three main categories. So we've got research tools, content creation tools, and then tracking and analytics tools. Now I'm focusing specifically on the best SEO tools for beginners because honestly, there are so many SEO tools out there and it's really easy to get overwhelmed. But the truth is you don't need 15 some odd tools to be able to do SEO really well. So in this video, we're just gonna keep it simple and stick to the essentials that are really gonna help you get results. So let's get started. Hey guys, I'm Robin, your B2B marketing bestie. I am a B2B marketing consultant and an SEO consultant, and the tools that we're gonna talk about today have gotten me multiple top 5 rankings for my clients in both Google and the generative AI search engines. So first up, we're going to talk about research tools. So I'm talking about keyword research and competitor research. And honestly, this is one of the most important tools for you because if you don't pick the right keywords and you don't know who you're competing with, then you're not really going to be able to rank and craft your strategy effectively. Okay, so first you're going to want an SEO research and tracking tool. And there's really kind of 4 big names when we talk about these kinds of cool tools. And they're SEMrush, Ahrefs, Moz Pro, and Ubersuggest. But these first two, SEMrush and Ahrefs, are kind of more advanced tools. They're very, very robust. They might be a little bit too much if you're just starting out. So if you're a beginner, I'm actually going to recommend Ubersuggest because it's very beginner friendly. You get a free 7-day trial and you get, I think, 3 free searches per day. So it's great to just test out. And then the first 2 are actually a little bit more expensive as well. And then the second 2 are a little bit more affordable. So these might be better if you're just starting out. But like I said, I really like Ubersuggest. I've tested this tool and it's very, very beginner friendly and it lets you do almost everything you need. So if you want to research keywords, you can find out the search volume for the keywords that you want to rank for, also the competition for those keywords. I also love that it gives you new keyword ideas. So it recommends keywords that you might want to check out. And if you want to research your competitors, you just type in your competitor name here and click search. And then it gives you a full overview. It tells you the organic keywords, the domain authority, which is also known as the page authority, the number of backlinks they have, monthly organic traffic, number of keywords ranking, their top SEO pages, and then the keywords that they're ranking for as well. So this is a great way to spy on your competitors. It's really a great entry-level tool, so this is what I'm recommending for beginners. Okay, and the next tool I'm going to recommend is Google. Sounds kind of obvious, right? But honestly, Google itself can be a great SEO research tool. So for example, if you just type in a keyword into Google, it's going to automatically suggest some other keywords that you might be interested in. And these are keywords that people have been searching on Google. And then the other great thing to look at is the people also ask section. So if you type in your keyword, it's going to show you what other people have been asking. So that can give you some good ideas as well. And then lastly, there's related searches. And you want to go down to the bottom of the screen and it'll tell you related searches. These are also searches that people have typed in that might be related to the keyword you're searching. Now, I'm going to give you 2 pro tips here. And the first one is to always use an incognito window when you're searching on Google. If you don't, then your personal search history might influence the results. And the second pro tip, and a lot of people don't know about this, but if you are searching for competitors, if you are typing in a keyword and seeing what competitors come up, do not click on that competitor from that search result because when you do, you are basically telling Google that they are a great match for the keyword that you're typing in. So you're helping your competitor by clicking on their links in the search results. So instead, you want to go to their site directly. So type in their URL and go directly to their site. Remember that Google tracks search behavior. So when you're clicking on sites from a search result, it's telling Google that that's a good match for that keyword. And then the next tool I'm going to recommend for research is ChatGPT or whatever generative AI engine you like to use, whether it's Claude or Perplexity or Gemini or whatever. But these can be really great for brainstorming keyword ideas. So here's a good detailed prompt if you're a B2B business. So suggest a list of 25 SEO keywords for a blank type of business targeting blank audience who are looking for blank type of solution. Focus on informational and commercial intent keywords. And it's great to use ChatGPT for brainstorming keyword ideas, but you always want to validate them using Ubersuggest. You want to go back to that research tool check out what the search volume and the competition is for that keyword. Okay, so next up is content creation tools. So once you have your keywords, you need to create great content, and the right tools can help you with this. So first up, again, I've got ChatGPT. And again, this is a brainstorming tool. So ChatGPT can help you brainstorm blog topic ideas, keyword-rich titles, and it can also help create article outlines for you. But don't let AI write the full blog post or page for you, because Google actually has tweaked its algorithm to deprioritize AI content. It prioritizes human-written, great quality content that demonstrates experience and expertise. So it needs to be that high quality and original content. And I've got a couple more good prompts for you too, and I'll include these in the description box below. So first off is give me 10 blog title ideas about keyword using SEO practices that would appeal to this type of role at this type of company. And that would be to generate a blog title. And then if you're trying to create an outline for a blog, you can say outline a blog post targeting specific keyword for a specific role at specific company type. Be sure to include information on whatever topics you have expertise in. If there's something you want to make sure that it will include that you can talk about knowledgeably. Outline for a blog that will be 1,000 words when written, or whatever your word count is. And then the next tool I'm going to recommend for content creation is the Hemingway editor. And this one is great. I use this a lot for just checking my blog post text or whatever text to make sure that it's clear and easy to understand. So search engines really prioritize clear, simple language. So you want to make sure that you're not overcomplicating your text when you're writing. So Hemingway will flag things if it's like really complicated or difficult to read, and it'll make some suggestions for you to simplify. So this is a great final step before publishing, especially if you want to rank in the SEO and AI engines. Okay, so before we get into the next set of tools for tracking and analytics, if you're getting some value out of this video, please take a moment to subscribe and like my video. This will help me keep creating some free B2B marketing and why can't I talk today? So you can keep getting free B2B marketing and SEO tools like this one to help you get more leads. And then tell me, what SEO tools have you tried and which ones are your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so next we're going to get into the tracking and analytics tools. And these are super important because you want to track how you're doing month over month, because you want to make sure that your efforts are working. And if they're not, then you need to know so you can go back and make adjustments where needed. And the first tool you're going to need is Google Search Console. This is kind of the Mac Daddy of the analytics tools. Like, you absolutely need this no matter what. So it's totally free. Google lets you set it up for free. If you've got a website, you can have Google Search Console. And it shows things like which search queries are bringing traffic to your site, your average position in the search results, the click-through rates for these keywords, and your top performing pages. It actually does so much more than this, including some technical things, but for beginners, focus on tracking what keywords you're showing up for, how often people are clicking on your listing, and which pages are driving the most traffic. And then the next tool you want to make sure you install is Google Analytics. And this is also free if you have a website. So every website needs to have Google Analytics. So if you don't have it, make sure you set that up. So you can use Google Analytics to track your organic search traffic. So how many visitors to your website are coming from search engines. And you can also track the engagement rate, the time on site, and your top performing landing pages. And then the next analytics tool is Ubersuggest again. Ubersuggest actually has lots of great analytics capabilities. And one of the things that I like the most is keyword tracking. So you can track where you're ranking in the search engines from month to month. And then other features that Ubersuggest include site audits. So you can do a full audit of your website, and it's going to report any issues that it might have when it comes to ranking on search engines. So it will tell you your authority score and the number of backlinks that you have, which is important because Google and other search engines actually look at number of backlinks, which influences the authority score, and it gives it a little bit more priority if you have a high number of backlinks and a higher authority score. And then site audits are also great for checking the health of your website, especially for technical issues. So if there are any technical issues that might be affecting your site's performance, it will flag them here. And then the last analytics tool is Google PageSpeed. And this is a great site. This helps you test the speed of your website. You want to make sure your website is loading fast on mobile and on desktop. This is a free tool. You just type in your URL and then it'll tell you if it passed or failed for desktop and mobile. And you want to make sure that it passes for both. PageSpeed is actually huge for SEO. If your site is really slow, then Google is going to deprioritize it in the rankings. Not to mention, visitors hate it. Nobody likes a slow loading site, and that is why Google deprioritizes it, because it provides a poor user experience. And if you want some how-to help on SEO, click right here for my SEO playlist. It's got tons of step-by-step videos that will help you go from SEO beginner to SEO pro. So I will see you over there.